Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of UCN Connect. My name is Kenneth, and I'm broadcasting from my home here in the Netherlands, in Leiden. And this afternoon, I have a special guest in the house, and we are in for a conversation about Nancy. And we're already 1 minute past 2 o'clock, and I just want to bring her up so that we can get started as far as this is concerned. Hi, Rose.
Hello, Kenneth.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, brother Kenneth. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for making time for this out of your busy schedule.
Always for the community.
Indeed. And I mean, it's a pleasure for me to be able to have this moment to just sit down with you and we just get into some of these things because sometimes you see people doing great things or you see what's happening out there, but you don't know the details of who they are. And you're very smart, actually. You're looking very, very smart in your
Thank
office
you.
outfit.
Thank
Absolutely
you.
amazing.
This is how I go to the patients or I tend to the patients and I try to look good so that they don't feel even sicker than how they already feel.
Amazing. This is very inspiring, and to everyone who is out there, and this is something you would like to also the way if you would like to dress up like this, she's here to show us that it is possible. So thank you
It's
so
indeed
much,
very
Rose.
possible. Indeed,
And
it's possible.
most definitely. So if somebody is watching us and they would like to just know who is Rose, maybe you can just tell us briefly about who you are.
That's a hard one for me. It seems so simple and easy question, but um, I am just a living soul, momentarily bound to human conditions.
Yeah.
So I'm a God's beloved child. I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm an auntie, I'm a
Wow.
grandmother, I'm a friend, I'm a teacher, I'm a nurse, I'm an advisor, and I'm a consultant.
Wow. Did you say grandmother also?
Yeah.
Wow. That is quite a profile. You are really a woman with many hats.
To
And we are
mention but a few.
exactly. We're so glad to have you here. And if you are watching us from uh, Facebook or YouTube, if you have a comment or question, just please type your comment or your question wherever you're watching us from, and we'll be able to pick it up and bring it up here in the studio. Um, I mean, thank you so much for making time for this interview, Rose. If the question would be, what inspired you to pursue a career in nursing?
You see, I always wanted to help people, and I didn't know how would I be able to help people in which way. But when I was growing up, I knew I was helping neighbors. I was helping my mom. I was helping even if someone was wounded or had a wound, fell down. I was the one there caring. I remember even when people had medicines, I was the one always behind them. Take your medicine, finish the tablets, finish the dose, and all those things. But when I came here in the Netherlands and I got the opportunity, I
Mhm.
grabbed it. I grabbed
Yeah,
it. I thought I knew exactly. I had no even second doubt. I grabbed the opportunity. I said, this is it. This is what I want, and I'll do it. And I started the nursing out of my need to help others. And
indeed.
also, I knew that this is a thing. Being a nurse is a thing you can practice until when you grow old. And you
Yeah.
can practice it all over the world,
Hmm.
all over the world,
Yeah,
limitless.
indeed. The need for it is huge.
In each and every country, they need nurses.
Yeah.
And the language is continental. The language is the same, unless okay, the medical language, if it's put cannula,
Yeah.
catheters,
Yeah.
reanimating a patient, that language is the same.
It doesn't change.
It doesn't change. If I'm putting you a cannula, it's the same
It's,
thing I'm doing in Dutch, is I'm doing in America or in UK,
yeah.
it will be the same.
Yeah.
So with
Oh,
all that knowledge and think about it, I knew this will be my path, and I'll do it and I'll achieve it. I wanted it so bad and I did it.
most definitely. Wow. And when did you come to the Netherlands? Maybe if somebody is watching us and they're curious about that.
Oh, how? I think I came to the Netherlands when some of them were not yet born. I came here. I came here as a young girl in 1996.
1996.
Yeah,
Wow.
maybe all of you were in primary school.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. And 1996, and this is 2025. Can you just walk us through the process of becoming a nurse in the Netherlands?
The
What were
process.
the big, and also maybe tell us about some of, yeah, let's start there.
The process. Let me first tell it generally how it works here.
Yeah.
And then I'll turn it back to me as a person, as it went
Yes,
with
please.
me. So normally when you are interested in entering into this career nurse, we have levels. We
Yeah.
have levels in the care here in the Netherlands. We have what they call MBO levels. That
Yeah.
is intermediate vocational education.
Yeah.
In that intermediate vocational education, you have level 1.
Yeah.
Then you are assistant care.
Yeah.
You have level 2. Then you are health care and welfare assistant.
Yeah.
You have level 3. We call that individual healthcare worker.
Yeah.
Here in the Netherlands, we put it into abbreviation with the word VIG.
Yeah.
So we say, je bent VEG.
Yeah.
VEG, verzorgende individueel gezondheid.
Yeah.
Which is in English, healthcare and welfare assistant.
Yeah.
So, and then those are all in MBO level.
And then
From that, if you choose that, you can work in nursing home, home care, disabled children. There, you don't come to the hospital.
yeah.
You stay there. But if you want to go a little bit higher, you can go to level 4. You are still in MBO. All these levels I've mentioned, they can give you a pass. If each level you make, you get a pass to go higher and higher. That's the interesting part of nursing in this country. Because if you do level 1, it gives you a pass to go to level 2. And then it will give you a pass to go to level 3. And when you go to level 3 and you pass it very well, you will get another pass to go to level 4. So if you enter here in Netherlands and they tell you, oh, we don't know, you cannot start from level 4 to go to the hospital, you can stop from level 1 or 2. Please don't run away. Listen to them. Invest time in it. Start on that level and elevate to other levels. So from level 3, you can be in nursing homes, you can give medicines, you can dress just normal, simple wounds. You can do things in the nursing home. But then when you go to level 4, still in MBO, you become a nurse. You get what we call BIG registration. You are in the register. Every 5 years, you have to show them that you are still working as a nurse. You have made some hours that year, those years. There are some hours required in those 5 years that you have been operating as a nurse for you to be registered again.
Okay.
There, you can carry out medical procedures such as wound care, injections, coordinating care process. Then you are in the hospital. If you want, you can stay in the nursing homes, but then you are coordinator. You are coordinating the cares, the files, patient files, and all these things when you stay in the nursing home. But when you go to the hospital, you are just a nurse. And if that's what you want, you can as well stay there and be a nurse. But it gets interesting.
Mm-hmm.
This being a nurse, like for me, it's the best thing here, because there you are a nurse and you have graduated, and you can put on your uniform and you go and work in the hospital or in the nursing home or in the care. You can coordinate, you can train students coming in, but you can also decide to say, no, I got MBO level 4, but I want to go to HBO. I'm an African person. I didn't get all the chances like those who are born here to go straight from secondary school to HBO. Me, I'm coming from Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Kenya. How can I make it? You do like how Rose did. You do all levels, you go to HBO level. And that is the higher professional education. Remember, you have done all the other, you have all the diplomas. So you get some of the things, some of the subjects, free, frustrating as they call it. You go to HBO niveau, you do that, and then you become a level 6. You can also become on HBO, you can become also a level 6 worker. You can work independently, you coordinate care plans, perform complex medical procedures. You can also advance to a specialist nurse. That's what I did.
The specializations.
I did specializations, cardio failures, diabetic. I have all these things here. I'll keep on displaying them to show them that it's possible. You can become an oncological nurse. You can become a cardio nurse. You can become a dementia nurse, Parkinson nurse, because you have reached that level. And then you can also go to, I stopped there because I was like, okay, enough. I have now spent too much time in educating myself. I want to work. But you can as well go to the O level, and that is the university level, the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Provides theoretical depth beyond HBO level. And you go to policy development. You can even become nurse practitioner or physician assistant via all those ways. A physician assistant helps, takes off doctors' works, those simple works which a doctor would do and they are busy. If you're a physician assistant, you are the one who is there
to
do that. So you see, this healthcare in general, you don't stop there. If you want, you can stop there, but you are limiting yourself. If you enter and things are working, just go. Move all the
just
steps.
Keep going.
And the thing is, the higher you climb, the independent you become. You don't work physical anymore. I can't work physical things anymore. I don't wash patients. I don't do this. No, I'm on paperwork. The lower you stay, it gets physical. You carry patients, you wash them, you do that, you do this. But me, I'm busy coordinating the care plans. I'm busy with diabetic patients, with heart failure patients, with Parkinson patients, advising, consultation, all those things.
Amazing. Wow, this is good. And thank you for sharing this. And actually, Rachel had sent in a question. She says, "Hi, I'm Uganda living in the Netherlands, in the Netherlands. I would love to do a nursing course. Do you mind sharing the steps, please? Schools, what language levels?" And what this is what you were talking about, and maybe about the language levels. You can
the language levels, N2, whatever they call them.
N2
and N2 whatever. When we came here, they didn't ask us all those things. As long as you could speak the language and write, you could maneuver into it. Because when I was going to school to study all these courses, I was also studying in the evening the Netherlands language. So I invested a lot in myself.
Indeed. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. And just moving on, I want us to go back a bit, Rose, on this one, because when you share it, you make it sound so smooth. Can you tell us about some of the challenges that you faced?
The challenges? You know what? It is also about your attitude.
Yeah,
It's about how you think about challenges. If you know what you want and you are determined to achieve your goals, you can overcome every challenge. But the most outstanding challenge in this country, as a woman of color, racism is real.
yeah,
However smart we are, however, we Black people, we are very smart, we are clever,
yeah,
we do this thing. This is our thing, studying.
yeah,
But you will find a trainer who is going to train you on the word. If she's a racist, she will make you do the work double, triple, or 4 times to exhaust you,
yeah,
to let you just run away and say, I'm done, finished,
yeah,
I'm gone.
yeah, yeah.
But if you are consistent and you know
You
what you
refuse to
want,
give up.
don't give up. They'll do
Yeah,
it. They'll talk about you. They'll do everything. You know your goals. You come from Africa. You know why you came to Europe.
yeah.
Stay focused.
And then, wow, that's a good one. Thank you so
Mm-hmm.
much for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
And just on this topic again about just the fact that you come from Uganda, I want us to lean a bit on language and culture. Uh, so, language, culture differences, this can be a big adjustment. How
Mm-hmm.
did you navigate these, the fact that there's culture differences and having to learn the language as a Ugandan nurse working in the Netherlands?
The language, the language is another block, like roadblock.
Yeah,
Nothing compared to it. You just have to learn it if you want to work as a nurse here, to make that professional. If you don't learn a language in this country, you will work somewhere in the factories where they are not required for you to speak with those things you are working with, and you would earn some money. But
yeah,
with nursing, you have to understand the language. You have to understand the patient. The patient has to understand you. You have to understand what a doctor has instructed you to do to that patient, because any slight mistake costs someone's life. So language was a must. You have to learn the language.
yeah,
You can't just stand there and say, oh, I'm a nurse and I'll speak to you in English today,
mm,
Mrs. or Mr. No. Language is a must. You have to invest in yourself first before you start this course.
yeah,
Invest in the language. Please take 2 hours every evening and learn the language.
yeah.
Watch the children television, whatever,
Channels.
cartoon
Yeah,
network of the kids. I used to watch those. I
yeah,
learned a lot from them,
yeah,
because they speak slowly and they articulate and they do all
exactly.
those things. That's how
Yeah,
I learned the language, from the children channel, TV channel,
television. Yeah,
yeah, Cartoon Network. But it's a must. It's a must.
yeah,
Here in the nursing, in our schools, in the high schools and Habeyo, it's Dutch.
yeah,
It's Dutch, and there is no soft Dutch for foreigners or hard Dutch for those who are not foreigners. It's
yeah,
Dutch. You have to
yeah,
understand the examination, they are in Dutch.
yeah.
You have to understand what they're asking you, otherwise you can't pass them.
Indeed.
Mm.
Wow.
And then
Awesome.
about the culture,
Yeah.
Kenneth, I'll say this in Luganda, bogende bulyambu olyambwa.
Aha.
I had to adapt.
Yeah.
When I'm at the ward, when I'm on the ward or in the hospital or at work, wherever, I
Yeah.
do exactly,
Yeah.
really exactly. When you meet me at the ward, you can't know it's Rose, you know.
Yeah.
I do exactly as they do,
Yeah.
because that is the way.
Yeah.
When I go home, I'll put off all this. I'll become Rose from Africa doing things.
Yeah.
There is
Wow.
no way you can
Wow.
make it if you don't adapt.
Yeah.
You have to adapt the system. You have to adapt. That's what they call integratie in their country here. You have to do that. Others, the patient will not even like you. You will not touch them.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah. Can I go there wearing Gomez?
No.
Hello?
No, please. Wow. Thank you so much, Rose.
And
I
then
mean,
we talk about their
I see we
behaviors.
have some people watching. Sorry to interrupt. let us know where you're connecting from, where you're watching us from in the comment section. If you have a question or comment, please share it. We would really appreciate some engagement as far as this is concerned. Sorry to cut you short, Rose. So you
I
can't
was
go
talking about
wearing
the food.
Domessi.
Yeah, I was talking about the foods and things. The first time you go with them and they are like, oh, we are going to have lunch. And maybe I had carried my rice and everything.
Yeah.
Carried my rice for lunch and everything. Everybody was seated eating bread and one apple, 2 pieces of bread and everything. So me, I'm putting my rice on the table and chicken stew and everything. Like I felt so ashamed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God. No.
I'm
I
out
won't
of
do it.
place here.
Out of place. I won't do this again. So the next day I came with my bread. However much I hate bread, I came with it, with cheese on it and one apple as them. And we sat and we conversated and we ate our bread.
Wow.
You see, that is it.
Yeah.
And another thing, like we come in here and we are like, okay, I'm from Africa. I don't have to speak to you when I'm looking into your eyes because it's not like I have manners. But here,
In our
I have
culture, it's
to
different. Yeah.
I have to look at you in the eyes when I'm
Exactly.
conversing. Even if you're patient, I'm looking at you like that.
Yeah.
Yes, you understand? Yeah.
Exactly.
And in the beginning, it was so difficult for me, but gradually,
Yeah. You learn.
I learned. I adjusted. I do what they do.
Yeah.
And it helps. Don't fight it.
Yeah.
Just go with the flow. Do what they do, and life will be easy for you.
Indeed. Wow. Awesome. This is good. Thank you so much. And yeah, now that you've shared about that, let's just flip it a bit. Just tell me about the most rewarding experience, one of the most rewarding moments that you've experienced in your nursing career so far.
Oh, there are so many. There are so many because you see, when you are doing the courses, you go on all the ward. You go to the babies, you go to the maternity ward, you go to the psychological where people mentally ill are. You go to where the old people are in the hospital. You rotate so that you have experience. That's why when you graduate, they call you all-round nurse. You are all round. You know a little bit of everything. But I have so many of the rewarding moments. But in 2006, there was a competition about quality research. So I wrote myself in, and then we had to do that quality research, and it was about Clinomel.
Yeah.
So Clinomel is a parental nutrition product for adults and children above 2 years. You always get it when oral and enteral feeding is impossible. You can't eat. They can't put those nozzle things in you. Then you get Clinomel via your veins and everything. So I signed in. I did my quality research and everything. And guess who won? 2006.
Yeah.
In the whole province, not even in my hospital, in the whole province.
Yeah.
I became what they call outbreaker. The Dutch man will say outbreaker. And then I circulated in all newspaper. I was truly in Dutch, on TV. I was all over the place, Rose, this and that.
Oh my goodness.
So,
yeah.
So that was it.
Congratulations, indeed. Wow.
I'm like, this thing is really interesting. I all the newspaper, my research came out and it was good. And our hospital scored like number 3 in the whole country about this Clinomel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
absolutely amazing. That's really a proud moment, most definitely.
Yeah, I was so proud.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that with us. And Edward says, congratulations. And then a quick question before we move on from Rachel. She says, how long does the MBO course take?
On which level? Because as I mentioned before, there's level 1, level 2, and level 3. Each and every level has its own
Duration.
duration.
Yeah. And then, so
Rachel,
maybe
which level?
Rachel, you can clarify on which level you are asking, and then we will address it.
Yeah.
But moving on, as far as this is concerned, wow, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And just thinking back on healthcare, you shared with us about some of the things you're doing when we were starting. You're a woman who wears many hats, and the healthcare field is quite demanding. How do you maintain work-life balance, especially when you're involved in so many things?
Yeah, I know. You see, it's experience. In the beginning, like 20 years ago, I wasn't like calm as I am. But
Yeah,
now, what I do, I plan my day ahead. Like tomorrow, I've already planned tomorrow, and not only in my head, I planned it already and on paper.
yeah,
I put it in writing, and I
yeah,
stick on that.
yeah,
Because if I don't stick on my plan, I'm disappointing myself.
yeah,
I plan my day ahead. I wake up every day at 6. I pray. I meditate. I breathe. I do yoga. That all for my soul
yeah.
to be stable and to like
To be
to
grounded.
face to face the day.
Yeah,
So all those small things I do in the morning, they have helped, contributed for me to be able to do all what I'm doing.
indeed. Wow, this is good.
Mhm.
And Rachel is asking, so her question, she puts another comment. How long does each level take, the MBOs? So from level
Okay.
1, level 2, level 3.
Yes. Level one, and level 2, they are 1 year. Both of them 1 year, 1 year. Level 3 is 3 years. That is the VIG, Vech, Verzorg en Individueel Gezondheid. That's 3 years. But if I'm to advise anyone, let them do level 3, because at least there you can get a step higher to verpleegkundig, to level 4 verpleegkundig, and to level 4 HBO. Because if you do level 1 and level 2 and stop there, you cannot take a step to verpleegkundig, to nurse in the hospital. So if you are to start, Rachel, please start from level 3. 3 years investment.
All right. So
But it's
it's
worth it.
possible, just to clarify, maybe for Rachel's sake, I can start and I say I want to do level 3 nursing,
Yeah.
and I go for the 3 years
Yes.
right away without having level 1 and level 2.
No. You can start, because that's the good thing in the Dutch here, because I don't know other countries. I live here. The good
Yeah,
thing is you start in level 3 with Dutch people also who are blanco. They know nothing about nursing, about levels. They came from secondary school. They came from other job careers. They are switching. So you all start with zero experience.
yeah,
So it's not necessary that you have to go level 1, level 2. No, you can even start from level 4. But level 4 acquires you to have a secondary school here in this country, or
yeah,
somewhere in maybe in Uganda or Rwanda that you did some nursing somehow. Then they
yeah.
can
You
transact
must
it.
have some experience.
Yes,
Yeah. But with level 1, 2, and 3, you can start even if you don't have any nursing experience.
exactly.
That is good to know, indeed.
And I advise my people, please do 3. 3 is the thing.
Yeah.
Because even there, from 3, you can even become what we call a ZZPayer, and you are free from the red rush.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So there's another question here from Mr. Edward Sentongo. Are robots used in Dutch nursing homes like they're done in Japan? As
Not
in, is there any artificial intelligence and automation in your field?
not yet, but they are discussing about it.
Okay.
But still, in the Netherlands here, even if they are discussing about it, maybe they are in those high hospitals like cancer research hospitals, clinics, and things. And here, UMC, I was in Rabat, but not yet on the ward. You can't find a robot on the ward
Yeah,
replacing me. So
Yeah.
you see, this sector is still where people are still needed.
Indeed. Most definitely. Wow. This is good. Thank you so much, everyone who's sending in comments. I really appreciate that engagement. Just keep it coming. It really helps for us to know that we are not just talking to ourselves. We appreciate the comments. So please keep them coming in. And also let us know where you're watching us from. We would really appreciate that. I mean, Leiden, Rose, you are connecting from
Nijmegen.
Nijmegen, and let us know where you're connecting from. So just getting into some of the other things, Rose, that you're doing besides nursing. I know that you're involved in other ventures. Can you maybe share more about some of the different projects that you're passionate about?
I'll start with my own foundation, the
Yes,
Other Kid
please.
Foundation, that is based in Uganda, in Kamuli, not Kamuli at Jinja, but Kamuli Masaka, the other side. So
And it's
I
called, the
have
foundation is called what?
the Other Kid Foundation.
The Other Kid Foundation.
So I'm passionate about it. It's just started. I have a site. My website is okfug.com.
OKF
UG
UG
.org.
.org.
Yeah. And then, yeah, as you guys know, Bakalova, Bakalova Property Services, passionate about it. I've also learned to have my own branch on it because, yeah, real estate is also my thing. That's my side hustle. If someone is interested in buying land and everything, I can help them back home. I'm an intercultural consultant here at the university and at the gemeente Nijmegen. When the university, the third year students, third year medical students want to know how to communicate with patients from other countries, I'm the one they consult and I go there. So our gemeente Nijmegen, when they want to know why people really are not getting off the welfare money, they consult me and I'll tell them why that is so. I'm a sales executive at Diaspora Insurance Company for for our death and preparation after death. We just sell peace of mind for those who have remained behind when we are dead. I empower single mothers. We have also a website we call www Super Single Mom.
Okay.
It's worldwide. It's UN, UN sponsored. We are going to New York next year with it. I'm a board of member at Quiet Foundation. That's the foundation that helps poor people here in the Netherlands. Don't get it twisted. Here we have also poor people, really poor people. So I'm board of member. They call it Quiet Foundation, Stichting Quiet. I'm a board of member at Mirembe Foundation, builds school and hospitals in Uganda. I'm on board of member at House of Compassion here in Nijmegen. And I work for Network Culture Sensitive Work here in my gemeente. I'm a consultant.
Wow.
To mention about a few.
And you have time for us today. So I want to say
I have time for you today, and I have time for my son. I have time for my children, for my grandchildren, for everyone.
Indeed. Wow. Thank you so very much for sharing all of this. I just don't want to miss this question. There's a question that is coming in. So Salsa says, thank you for this. Talk about how expensive it is and what are the possible ways out to afford tuition. Is the course full-time?
The course is not full-time. It can be full-time, but it can also be part-time depending on from where you are doing it. I would advise those who don't have full fund to pay for themselves to look for nursing homes and ask for job there. When you ask for a job, you tell them, I want to start working here as a student who
Yeah.
is going to do the nursing.
Yeah.
So when they take you in, they will pay for your tuition. You will be going to school 1 day in the week, and you will
Yeah.
be paying them by working for them 4 days in the week. That is the
Uh-huh.
most, I don't even know how to put it into words. Because
Wow.
so many of our people have started, who have, even that's the way also I used. I never paid any coin for myself. All these studies I've done.
Yeah.
I go to school once in a week. I work for them 4 days in a week, and they pay my tuition. They pay my loan, my salary.
The
They pay my
education.
salary. They pay my school.
Wow. This is good. I think it's a very good arrangement, because if they pay for your education and they pay you your salary as well, and you work
Yes,
4 days.
because if you go full time to school, which means who is going to pay for your tuition? You will pay for your tuition, but where are you going to get the money? Because you
Yeah.
are going to school full time.
Yeah. Then you would have to get a loan, maybe from.
A loan? No, we don't do that. We are coming from Africa. We don't want that.
Yeah.
Go to a nursing home. Go to these disabled homes. Find a place there to work. They will pay for you while you are studying.
Nice. This is good information. And Shami Matov is also asking about. So, are these subsidiaries or funding for those interested in embarking on the medical field? Maybe Shami, you're going to have to clarify your question a bit, because I don't know if you
She's asking.
understand it.
She's asking the same question like the other one, but differently.
It's in a different way. Okay. Are there subsidiaries or funding for those interested in banking? Okay, it's the same question actually.
Yes, the same question. But also there is another possibility that if you have been on welfare money from the Gemeente, that
Yeah,
you go to the Gemeente and tell them, you know what, I want to go to school to learn this so that I get off your money.
yeah.
They will pay for you as well.
We'll pay for you. Yeah,
Yeah,
most
because they
definitely.
are like, oh, after 3 years, you will be off our money.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Wow. Thank you so very much. I mean, and also those in the comment section, we really appreciate the engagement.
Yeah, thank
Please
you
keep
very
it
much.
coming. We very, very much appreciate that. And uh, so Shami talks about uh, study financing. Okay.
That is a loan. Let me
Yeah.
clarify that.
Yeah.
That is a loan. You will
Okay.
have to pay that back. But when a nursing home pays for you, you won't pay back. When the Gemeente pays for you, you won't pay back.
This is good information, because some people don't know this.
You have to pay back the study financier, and note this, because study financiering is now a loan, you can't buy a house even when you finish study without you paying back the study financiering you asked for. You have to pay it all back before you buy a house, or you get that mortgage, or
Yeah.
even now to get a telephone from the shop. You need an iPhone 16 or iPhone 20 by then. They will
Yeah.
look at you and say, oh, you have study
You have a
financiering.
student loan.
Student loan is a schuld, as that man calls it. We are not going to give you that phone.
Mhm. Wow. This is good. So, just going back to our conversation, what we're talking about, what skills from your nursing have helped you in your other business or creative ventures?
Oh, skills. Yeah, it has helped a lot because, like, I trust in the process.
Mhm.
I can relate it to it when you come in and you are sick, and the doctor tells me, Rose, we are going to give this patient bad news, cancer,
Yeah.
but she's curable.
Yeah.
I'm the one who is going to go. I always sit at the side of the patient, opposite the
Yeah.
doctor, to let the
Yeah.
patient know, I'm with you. We are going to walk this journey together. We have to trust the process.
Yeah.
So the doctor will tell the patient, I'll be near him. If she or he, I hold the hand. After that, doctors don't have too much time for they throw the bomb, they drop it, they are
And then
gone.
they go. And you
I'm the one
stay with
with
the
that
patient.
patient at the ward for 8 hours. I'll be
Oh,
telling the patient to trust in the process, to tell them it will be all right. this is curable. And if it's not curable, we say, okay, we are going to work towards the quality of life. We are not looking for now to cure you, but we are looking for the quality of life for the next years you still have to live. So that has taught me to trust the process.
Yeah.
Because if they tell me that I have cancer today and I don't trust the process of chemotherapy, my hair falling down, and all those things I have to go through, I can die quick. You know that human beings can cure themselves or kill themselves if you want.
Yeah.
But if you trust the process, you can get healed.
Oh, yes.
That
Wow.
I bring it back to my businesses. I say, okay, now I have invested. I put that and that. Let me trust the process. Maybe 5 years. Okay, they will call me and say the land is now this much. Okay, it's now that much. I'll trust.
Yeah.
And then, like, it taught me also to act immediately, because in my at my work, you don't have time to, when somebody's collapsing, you don't have time to second guess.
Yeah. You have to act fast.
Otherwise, somebody's dead.
Yeah.
That I take it back to the ideas. If I get an idea in the evening,
Yeah.
even if I'm standing in the bathroom or in the toilet, I get an idea, I execute.
Yeah.
Because if I wait for 24 hours, I'll
It's gone.
second guess it.
Yeah.
I'll doubt it.
And then, but once you have already executed, then there's no
There's
room to
no way
second
back.
guess. Yeah. Yeah.
You understand? And
Yeah.
consistency.
Yeah.
You have to be consistent.
Yeah.
It has taught me to be consistent. It has taught me to upgrade. I've told you all the levels I've moved. Upgrade each and every year.
Yeah.
I would as well have stopped like 6, like, I'm a nurse, let me stay here. But each and every year I upgrade, I learn something, I do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Wow.
customer care.
Indeed. Wow.
Customer care.
Absolutely amazing.
So,
Absolutely amazing. So this is, wow, this is good. I want us to just pivot a bit and talk about lessons learned, impact. I like what you're sharing now, but someone is watching us, maybe. They're living in the Netherlands already, or maybe they're even still in Uganda, and they're thinking about coming to the Netherlands and doing nursing. What advice would you give to other Ugandans, especially women who want to pursue nursing in the Netherlands?
yeah. If you really want it, first find a mentor.
Yeah.
You guys, you are blessed. You are now in the era whereby everything is to your disposal.
Yeah.
You can imagine, you can't even imagine 1996. We were those black people, first of us. Maybe I was even the first one in this Nijmegen.
Yeah.
In my hospital, I was the first black person moving there. In those years I was studying. After like 5 years, someone from Curaçao came.
Yeah.
When I was studying, all my study in the class, I was the only black person.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to say, you were lucky and blessed. We are here. Find us, find a mentor, ask for advice. Let us take you through it and choose.
Indeed.
If you can't find a mentor, if you don't want to talk to people and you are like, I'm solist, I want to be alone, go to Google, go to YouTube, find information about it.
Yeah.
ChatGPT will tell you all of it.
Yeah.
Because this nursing thing is a real deal.
Yeah. Wow.
I'll do it again when I die and come back.
Okay, this is serious.
This is my thing. I love it.
All right. If you have a chance to come back, you will do it again.
I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. This is good. I mean, I really love what you talk about, using the people that have already gone before you.
Yeah.
Because like what you're sharing, when you came in the time that you were doing this, you didn't have anyone for an example. You
No,
didn't have anyone to look up to.
no,
You didn't have any support from outside of yourself.
no.
And yet here you are. You are literally making yourself available. You are giving us what you wish you had when you were starting.
Exactly.
And I think this is what the Career Advancement Network is doing in a very powerful way.
Yeah.
We are trying to bridge that gap to make the journey easier.
Mm-hmm.
If you are there and you're thinking about doing something, asking for help does not mean that you're weak. Rather, it just means
No,
that you want to remain strong.
you are strong.
Yeah, because there's people who have already done what you're trying to do. Use them to your advantage.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that you're not going to have other challenges, but don't try to reinvent the wheel. Rose is making herself available. She has already been through this. She knows what works. I mean, I really loved what we were talking about right now. Most people were thinking that to be able to study, you need to have study financiering. But I really loved what you shared, that you can just go and get a job in a nursing home and they will pay for your tuition and they will also
Yes.
pay you a salary.
Yes.
Or to go to the Gemeente. This is
Yeah.
what experience will do for you.
Yes.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, don't take this lightly. And if you are watching this, or what we are talking about resonates with you, maybe you feel like, okay, for me, time is out for me. But if you have a child who's thinking about pursuing a career in nursing, make use of Rose. She's making herself available. And we will get into a bit of that later. But going back to you, Rose, as far as this is concerned, how has living and working in the Netherlands changed your perspective on life and career growth?
On life, that we really don't necessarily have to die young.
Yeah.
We can live really a good life and live long if we really do what we are supposed to do.
Yeah.
I started to believe in living long, but when I was in Uganda, I was like, okay, when I'm 40, I'll die, or 45 and things. But when you come here and you see people at 80 years, 90 years, they're alive, and they're not even eating food, they're eating bread, and they're alive. And me, I'm eating food, so which means I'll live longer.
They're eating bread and they're living to 80 years.
Yeah, so me who eats food, which means I will live longer, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I believe that you can always start from zero and achieve whatever you want to achieve. Because, so by that, so I'll show them.
Wow.
The first diploma, level 2, because for us, we suffered for you guys to be.
Yeah.
We suffered.
That's the first one.
I could not start from 3.
Yeah.
And then for the level 3.
Yeah.
And then the level 4.
Wow.
And thereafter, after I started, the diplomas and then the certificates. As I said, when you get all that, you don't stop. You start getting the certificates.
Oh my goodness. That's like a whole booklet.
This is heart failure. This one is a Parkinson, the one I just showed. Heart failure. Diabetic 1.
Yeah.
Diabetic 2. Which one is this? This one is for Alzheimer.
Yeah.
Training 4 days. This one to deal with old people.
Yeah.
And certificates and certificates and certificates and certificates.
Wow.
And certificates. You don't stop.
You have an entire booklet of certificates.
You certificate until they are all you get there.
Good.
And then you will tell me, you will come and tell me, how will you look for the job? The job will look for you.
Yeah.
Because when they know, we need someone who's help us about diabetics. Yeah, Rose had the papers, the right paper.
Yeah.
And then when they're doing reorganization, as they call it
Yeah.
on the ward, do you think they'll chase me
No one
first?
wants you to go because you know everything.
You think I'll go first or you go first?
You go last. You you know everything. How can they get rid of you?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Good on you, Rose. Thank you so much for sharing this. It's very, very inspiring. I mean, you got me fired up.
You're welcome.
Shami is asking, can someone from abroad, especially, no, can someone from abroad easily join the sector regardless of the language barrier? And secondly, which schools can you recommend for international students in nursing?
In our nursing, we haven't started to have the international students. You really have to know the language. That
Yeah,
is really a must.
yeah,
At the universities here, they can study in English, some of them, but really the nursing sector, they are still doing it in Dutch.
yeah, because I think they're basically preparing nurses for their own market.
For their own people, yeah.
Yeah, because they realize that the need for it is huge.
Very huge.
They don't want to train you and then you go and start working in the UK.
I know.
They want you to learn in Dutch so
And
that you
stay here and
stay
work.
here. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, Shami, I hope this helps. So if someone is coming and they want to study nursing, they have to make a decision to stay here. There's no things of finishing to study and then you want to run away. We don't
You can,
allow.
like, you can run away. Like me, I can go. I'm free now to go because I have it
Yeah.
all. I can take it to America or to UK.
Yeah.
But first, I did what I had to do, learn the language and do it as they wanted me to do. But now I'm free from them.
Indeed.
And you know that I'm free because you know me at LinkedIn as Rose Care. I'm a
Yeah.
CEO.
Yeah. Exactly.
I have my side hustle CEO. So as we speak, after now, I deal only on private patients, those rich people who don't want any nurse to touch them.
Yeah.
They are the one go to my Rose Care company.
Absolutely.
And call me in.
Yeah. Indeed. Wow, this is good. This is good. Moving on to what's the biggest lesson you've learned through your journey so far?
I'll just give it in one sentence that I haven't even learned half of what I'm supposed to learn.
Wow.
Not even half.
Yeah.
I still have a lot to learn. That every day is a learning day, that every day I have to learn something, no matter what it is, or is it about nursing, is it about business, is it about speaking to people? I have to learn.
Yeah.
That is a big lesson. But
Indeed.
before I thought someone could learn things not to learn and you stay. No. That's not how life is.
You have to be learning every day. You reminded me of something that in times of change, we live in times that are the change is accelerated. And sometimes people think because they started 20 years ago that they don't need to learn anymore. But in
But how
times
will
of
you cope with AI? How?
exactly, you
If you
can't.
don't learn.
You
So
can't.
even now I'm going to start learning this AI thing. It's scaring, but I have to learn it.
Indeed. And that's the beauty of being a learner, because in times of change, the learners will inherit the world while the land will be equipped to live in a world that no longer exists.
Exactly.
So
Last
thank
year,
you
you
so
guys,
much.
you saw me last year learning Arabic. Not that I was doing for fun, but when there is an Arab patient and the family is gone home, I want to be able to communicate with that Arabic person.
Wow.
Yeah. Even if it's 2 sentences for me to make the patient feel at ease.
Yeah.
The best.
Amazing.
So
This is good.
those are I learned that,
This is good.
I learned that your attitude, my attitude, really determines. If I go somewhere and I put on a bad attitude, people will just like They won't like me and they won't love me to be around them.
Exactly.
You have to have the attitude, the right attitude.
Yeah.
You have to
Because
have
that they
communicate.
cannot teach you. Yeah. You have to have it.
Yeah, it's a must.
Yeah.
Kati overi otya nga you have attitude kyo. What?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Sagala kumanya.
What? Saga kumanya. Attitude, communication skills,
Yeah.
self-discipline, mindset, time
Yeah.
management,
Yeah.
building and improving your knowledge each and
Indeed.
every day.
Indeed. Yeah. This is good. Rachel says, I'm so glad I tuned in today, Rose. You have really made me believe that regardless of where I come from, you can come from here and really make it. You are goals. Thank you so much.
It's possible,
Rachel.
Rachel. It's very possible.
Indeed.
Rachel, it's possible. Some of us, we didn't have those universities back home. We came here when we were young. I couldn't be at the university when I was that age. No, we came here young, but we did it.
Yeah. Absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And looking ahead, this is really inspiring. I mean, you got me also fired up as far as this is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years? Any big dreams or goals that you're working towards?
That's like, I don't know, because I keep on doubting. I know I want to go home.
Yeah.
I want to go home. I just want to go home.
Yeah.
And it's possible I can just go home. But when I see all the things I'm doing here and things are still coming up each and every day, I'm like, how can I leave these people?
Yeah.
They have found me now. They know where I am.
Yeah.
How can I leave them? But I want to go home because of the weather, because of the foods, because, the environment here. I just want to go home.
Indeed.
But who knows? I still have 5 to 10 years to think about it.
Yeah. Wow. This is good. I mean, there's something there. And honestly speaking, I just don't want this to skip my mind. From what you have shared, we are really going to have several other sessions with you to talk about some of the things that you're doing, because I believe there is value in it for the community. For example, about the issue of the diaspora insurance. That's a conversation that we cannot just ignore, because there's people who are watching us who need to hear what you have to say as far as this is concerned. So we will arrange to have time to just talk about some of these things. And I really appreciate that you are making yourself available as far as this is concerned. And also for the engagement, I'm really glad that there's active engagement in the house. It really does add great value to the conversation, because I mean, the questions you're asking are all valid and they're adding to the conversation as far as this is concerned. So this one, I want you to think back on when you just came. If you could go back in time and give young Rose some advice, what would it be?
I don't think I'll give her advice. I'll applaud her. I will applaud her. I'll tell her, well done, girl.
Yeah.
Well done, girl. You did it.
Yeah.
You did it, because the way I did it, I can't imagine I did it, but I can't give her any advice. I told you, even if when I die, I will come back as a nurse.
Yeah.
I have achieved all what I thought I will achieve when I come here and beyond.
Yeah.
So the young Rose really did all what she was supposed to do. And here I want to give the advice to the young person listening to me, someone younger than me. You can achieve this. You can do it all. Let people don't think, oh, I'm going to focus in books, so I'll forget dancing, partying, and all these things. No, 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 no. What we are going to do, us who are here today and those who will listen to it later, we are going to do it all. I did it all. Those who know me in Amsterdam, they know me. They will tell you, I went to parties. I went Friday, Saturday, Sunday to party, but on Monday I was in my books.
Yeah.
Because there is time for everything. If I went only in books by then when I was young, I cannot party now.
Yeah.
I cannot party now. So
Yeah.
I had to party and to go to do the books.
Yeah.
Because those are the women you see when they are 50, 45, going to bars, wearing short knickers, minis, and because they didn't do what they were supposed to do when they are young. Do you see me doing that?
No.
Wearing all those things, showing my naked body? No, because I did it at the time I was supposed to do that.
Yeah.
So let us don't get it twisted and think that, oh, now I have to focus. Now Rose told us to go to study, read books, so I have to go. No, read books, go to party, find time for leisure, find time for partying, find party for doing whatever you are doing, because it all has its time.
Indeed.
Times and seasons.
Yeah. Indeed. Wow. So when it's time to work, work. When it's time to play, play. Have a good time, enjoy, live
Have
life.
good time, play hard, work hard,
Yeah.
read hard, study
Oh
hard,
yeah.
do it.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. And Rose is asking a question. Rose, can I start a nursing course when I'm still in camp?
Yes, you can. Yes.
This is good.
There is go to COA and tell them.
This is good.
Let
This
her
is
go to
good.
COA and tell them. COA they will discourage her. They say, no, you don't even know if you will get the papers, blah, blah, blah. Tell them, I know I won't get the paper, but at least let me start on that. If they are deporting me, at least I have something.
Yeah.
And if they refuse, go to your lawyer and tell your lawyer what you want, because I know they will discourage you. Go to the lawyer. Don't keep it there, because I know they keep on discouraging people. It costs them money from the camp to pay for you.
Yeah.
Go to your lawyer, talk to her, say, can I join? I want to assist old people. I tell them, I want to assist old people. I want to go to the nursing home, even if I'm just giving coffee. Be around them.
Yeah.
Even if you're only giving coffee and you don't speak the language yet. Even if they're telling you to give the poor, to help by washing them, help them. But when you are keeping your ears open, when there is a vacant for a student,
then that's your opportunity.
That's your opportunity.
Yeah. Wow, this is good. Rose, I hope we've answered your question, Namuga. And then there's another question from Siste. Kunnen mannen ook verpleegkundig worden? Dit is in verband met ons deze cultuur, dat vrouwen altijd verzorgers
zijn. Jawel, mannen kunnen ook verpleegkundig. Ik heb ook collega's verpleegkundig en ze doen een heel goed werk.
Aha.
Ja, mannen kunnen ook verpleegkundig. We hebben genoeg verpleegkundig. En als mannen klaar zijn met studie als verpleegkundig, ze kunnen ook als ambulancebroeder zijn. Ambulanceverpleegkundig. Daarom zie je vaak mannen op de ambulance. Waarom zie je ook mannen vaak op de IC?
Ja.
Ook op de spoedeisende hulp zie je heel veel mannen. Zijn allemaal verpleegkundig.
Ja. Wow, this is good. So just to answer to that for those who didn't get it, maybe you can just explain it to them in English as well, that men can also be nurses. And
our brothers can also do the nursing course. And when they finish the nursing as nursing all around, they can upgrade to ambulance nurses. That's why you see so many brothers nurse. They are in the ambulance, they are in emergency rooms, they are in IC, all of those are nurses.
Indeed. Very well. And then Shami says, indeed, there's time for everything. Leisure, studies, etc. But as a person, you set your own priorities. Very true. And then Salsa says, does that way of paying off tuition that you mentioned apply with other medical courses like family medicine, ultrasound,
Yes.
to mention but
Yes.
a few.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. I mean, first, I just want to just first pack it here, Rose, and I just want to acknowledge you
Thank
for
you, Kenneth.
for the journey that you've been on,
Thank
for the
you.
work that you've done, for the impact that you've made, for the path that you have paved. It's like you walked through like a forest,
It
and
was.
you paved the way for those that are going to come after you to be able to see the path. Because you are doing it, the ones that are coming after you know that it's possible because they have you as an example, which you
Exactly.
did not have when you were starting. So I
No.
just want to acknowledge you
Thank you.
for the long nights, for the sacrifices you made, for all those certificates. I mean, it's like you have a whole book of certifications
Oh,
there.
oh,
Oh
oh,
my
oh.
goodness.
You didn't even see half of them.
Yeah,
Oh, all these. I have books every
yeah,
like.
yeah,
And Kenneth, tell the mothers here. If
yeah,
you're a mother and you're here and you are like, oh, she was single, maybe. No, my dear. I
yeah,
was a single mother. I used to drop my kid at school. You all know my daughter. She's married now. You all know her. I used to drop her at school. I went to school. I went to work. I pick her up. She did her secondary school when I'm graduating. She's graduating. I'm graduating. We did competition about who's getting higher points
yeah. With your daughter.
with my daughter. And
Wow.
until when she went to the university, then is where I said, you are going to university, let mama stop here.
Yeah,
She did her master's degree in clinical psychology. So maybe they will think, oh, I think she has been single without children. That's why she managed to do all this. No, dear.
yeah,
Even now, with all that I'm doing, you know that I have a young boy here, 12 years.
yeah.
And he's going to school, and I'm doing this all, and he's not neglected. He gets the care he needs. So you can
Superman.
combine all.
You are a superwoman.
Thank you.
You are a superwoman. Thank you so much for everything you do.
You're
And thank
welcome,
you
Kenneth.
for,
All for the community. If the
yeah, I mean,
community needs me,
it's one thing for you to be doing it and then you just remain behind the scenes and never be able to show up and share on a day like this. But by the fact that you have made yourself available to share your journey, there's already people who have been inspired, who have been helped in finding the right way to be able to do the things that they're doing. Samantha says Rose is such an inspiration. I love how she's proud and focused in her lane. Very impressive.
thank you, Samantha.
Good on you. I want you to sit with that for a while, Rose,
Thank
because
you.
you deserve it. I believe in giving credit where it is due.
Yeah, thank you. Because,
I believe in giving credit where it is due.
yeah, Kenneth, as you said, um, many of us, we were so intimidated by this caricature of those attitude people. When you
Yeah,
want to talk to them what you have done, that's why many of them never knew what I'm doing until now.
yeah,
Because we are intimidated by how they are going to react. Kati batweragirako, kati beeraga, tetweraga. We are just coming out to show them, to tell them we are here. Bw'obaako n'obuzibu
yeah,
mpita nkuyambe. I
yeah,
never had someone.
exactly.
But they took it as kweraga, balowooza baasoma nnyo, those career network, bagendeyo baasoma. No, please.
Yeah,
Mujje ffenna tusome, because at the end of the day, we need them when we are getting tired and a little bit old. When you have your papers and you studied, you can be a consultant. You don't have to work
yeah,
physical.
yeah.
How can you keep on working physical jobs until 60, 50?
Indeed. It's not possible.
Not.
It's not possible. Wow. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Rose. I mean, we acknowledge you. And then finally, just to bring it in for a landing, how can people connect with you and follow up on your journey. And I think it's the same question that Rachel is asking. How do I get in touch with you, Rose? Please. So if
Yeah.
someone is watching us and they want to get a piece more of this awesome energy,
Yeah,
how can they get in touch with you?
LinkedIn, Rose Muberalugo on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us keep it on LinkedIn, because what we do in the TikTok is not about career building. Let us keep it LinkedIn.
No, actually, no, don't limit it, because you'll
No?
be surprised. Because at the end of the day, we don't know where the platform is going. TikTok
Okay.
as a platform. It's I am on there as well, and
Yeah,
I'm
you are.
doing
I
some
know.
things. And I realize that sometimes people are perceive things differently. But if there's somewhere that someone can contact you that you would like to share, so you mentioned LinkedIn, you mentioned TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah. And all it's Rose Muberalugo, right?
Yeah, and on X, X are also there. Space.
All
Twitter.
right. So basically, all social media platforms, you can get in touch with her. And if all else fails and you're not able to get in touch with her on all those platforms, you can contact the Career Advancement Network.
Exactly.
And,
They'll
and
find me.
we will do our best to put you in touch.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, I mean, Rose, thank you so very much. This was very, very inspirational. It was
Thank you.
very enlightening. And to you, our viewers, and the people who engaged in the comments, thank you to each and every one of you. We appreciate you. We don't take it lightly, because what you have given us is the gift of attention. You've literally parted with a piece of your time to be here with us.
Yeah,
And
thank
we
you.
hope it was your time's worth. We want to say thank you. And lastly, I want to say thank you once again to you, Rose, for making time for this and for pouring into us so powerfully. This, I think, is the best way to just cope with this cold Saturday afternoon. You have put some warmth in our hearts.
Yeah, thank you, Kenneth. Thank you for hosting me. It has been really, yeah, like it has been good to give to my community. I feel so good that I've shared, at least that I hope, even if it's one person, it has helped. I'll thank God for it.
Indeed. And the
Yeah.
Kingdom Prayer Palace says, great inspiration. Well done, woman of God.
Thank you.
Indeed. And we will just park it here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good afternoon. If you have something that you would like to share with the community like this, what you're doing, reach out to the leadership of the Ugandan community in the Netherlands or the career advancement team. And we will create the space for you to share what you're doing, because this is what it takes for the community to move forward.
Exactly.
And with that, I just want to wish you the very best. Have a good afternoon and have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you so much.
Bye. Stay
Bye, everyone.
blessed.
Wow.